Holy shit, guys. Can you believe it? We're actually back playing Harvest Moon Magical Melody. It has really been longer than I actually thought. I actually went back before this and started looking through some of the more recent videos to try to get an idea of what I was doing. Don't really remember, so we're gonna kind of fudge it anyway, but, oh, who's leaving? I don't really care about Tim. So just kind of a brief, what's what I'm looking for? Synopsis of what's been going on? Summary, that would be the word I was looking for. I can't speak English once I hit the record button. This was going on for back from like May until July, when I just got really, like over the summer I started getting really hit hard with school. And then it didn't help, I took a job too, and so for the longest time I was working from like 8 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon and going to school at 6 until about 9 at night, and it really got overwhelming to do everything. So I decided we're gonna axe Harvest Moon just for a while, just because, well, each of these videos just takes forever to edit and record nonetheless. And then we decided to go with Pokemon Green in the meantime because it was shorter and easier to work with. Ugh. So I'm gonna be honest here. I really have no idea what we're doing anymore. Probably the first few episodes here is gonna be me reflecting what should be done. Because I honestly have no memory of what's been going on. So I guess I'll kind of start off with more Harvest Moon related events, since, holy crap, we do have a chicken, I forgot about that. I had my theories, but I wasn't sure. Oh, we should have put the egg in the incubator, oh well. Oh well, oh, I could have put the chicken outside and, okay. That's fine. You can tell it's really been a long time since I played. Okay, so I remember us setting up the field so that come spring we can actually set up fodder. I remember that. Okay, it's all starting to come back to me. So Harvest Moon related events, since we last played clear back in who knows when, we've actually had a few things happen with Harvest Moon. First, Harvest Moon: The Lost Valley came out. That was back in November. We'll come back to that in a second, though. I have a few things about that I want to talk about. 1 second. Sorry, I'm still having after effects of my cold, so if I have to cough, just kind of ignore that. I've been sick for about a week now, so gotta love that. Have I brushed everyone? Brushing for you. Harvest Moon Story of Seasons comes out. Well, it's not exactly a quote-unquote Harvest Moon game, it's... Okay. It is Harvest Moon, but it's under a different name now because of licensing and bullshit. So anyway, Story of Seasons comes out next month, I believe. If you go to pre-order at GameStop now, you should be able to get a free plushie when you pick them up, and I have a lot of those plushies. They're very nice. I have a yak, I have a dog, I have a cow. Oh, it's a festival today, we're not gonna be able to do that much. I'll collect you, though. What do I have on me? How's my horse doing on training? Okay, we're gonna train him today, because ironically, today's the fall... Hey, do I have to go to the fall festival? I can't remember if I have to go or not. Crap. Screw it. We can't even win, so... I need to check the calendar and see what's coming up. I don't even know if we're prepared for some events. Knowing me, probably not. But we're just being honest here. Okay. Come to me, my horsey. So yeah, I'm actually fairly excited for Story of Seasons. It's gonna be one of the first things I play through on my new 3DS. We'll talk about new 3DS at a later point. So let's talk about Harvest Moon: The Lost Valley. This is one of those games that really differs from person to person about how good it is. I'll be the first to say that I thought at first it was gonna be shit. How do I ride you? I can't remember. Do I get... There we go. So, Harvest Moon: The Lost Valley is the first Harvest Moon game that's been made since Natsume and Marvelous AQL kind of broke it off from each other. So, Natsume thought, well, why don't we try making our own Harvest Moon game? It's fairly interesting. At first I thought it was just going to be a complete Minecraft clone where Mr. Sparrow! Yay! So it looked like it was a combination of Minecraft and Harvest Moon from everything I saw, and I was like, well, that's weird. But okay. I'll try it. It's not so much that case, as much as you think it would be. I mean, it is a sandbox Harvest Moon, but not to that extent. Mr. Rabbit! Oh, don't you run from me. I'll stab you. I'll stab you in Junpei, don't think I won't. Callback humor. Anyway. Overall, let's talk about the strong points first. It was pretty fun. They did a lot of good things that even normal Harvest Moon doesn't really do well. Characters had some level of personality. They really gave you a lot to do. Holy shit. The story mode actually was pretty interesting. Well, the story was pretty interesting. There's no story mode. It's all pretty much the same game mode. Some of the characters were fairly interesting in the story. The story actually gave you some challenge, and that first year actually gave you a lot of projection of what you're supposed to be doing. And then... I don't know. A lot of the go collect this and this to build this, it has a good crafting system, kind of like that. It reminds me a lot of like Terraria and other stuff, which is good. The only problem I ever had with this was some stuff becomes locked to seasons, and for some requests to actually move on, you kind of get stuck. So like my favorite example of this was each character has like 10 or so different personal pull requests you need to fill out before you max out their friendship, and you need to do this like for marriage in the game. So for some reason, after I finished, well, we have to do 8 for marriage, but anyway, so I finished number 6 for the candidate April, towards the end of spring. I had the biggest house you could get, all the other requirements to marry her, and just for some reason, it wouldn't pop up for 7th quest, and I just couldn't figure it out. I thought, well, okay, maybe there was only 6, but then what's going on? Is my game just messing with me? What's going on? So come winter, about 12th, it finally pops up for no random reason. The items she wanted came specifically from fall. So I had to wait about 3 whole seasons before I could finish it. I was pissed off beyond belief. Like, you have no idea. There were a few other instances like that were kind of frustrating, like, the mine is very randomly generated, like, back to, not back to nature, A New Beginning, that's it. The only issue I had with A New Beginning, though, or not A New Beginning, with the mines in the Lost Valley. They didn't restart every day. They would randomly restart. Oh, after, like, it was like, wait 3 days and then there's a 20% chance they'll come back. It got annoying as hell to keep track of that, especially when a lot of stuff I needed came from the mine. And there were very specific mine points too that I usually needed. Get in there. There you go. That was probably my only big frustration with the game. Also how cryptic some things are. That was kind of screw you, but I don't know. It was a good Harvest Moon. They're still pumping out DLC for now. It seems like they're all gonna be free, mostly like cosmetic stuff like clothes and new crops. So that should be interesting, but I don't know, I might go back and play a 4th year of that soon. Maybe. It depends. Story of Seasons should be out by the time I finish up my current projects. Story of Seasons I'm actually fairly interested in more. I do have a Japanese 3DS, I do have the option of importing it, but I'm on a hold on. The reason I'm kind of waiting out on it is usually they have a lot of interesting quirks when they come to the US. My friends have been all the time was translated so poorly it wasn't funny. Well, it was very funny in some instances. And in my understanding of Japanese is not exactly the best. If you watch me play through Pokemon Green, you know that. It's good enough to get through the game, but not enough to really get the full context of what's going on. Okay, should be able to turn the Force, so I'll keep. What was that? Okay. We'll put you in the incubator. Good morning to you. I should probably check how much feed I have. That might be relevant. Okay, we should be good on everything for a while. Wait, how much money do we have? I can't remember what I'm saving up for. That's never good. I should... I also need to start befriending, like, Theodore, don't I? As I said, it will come back to me slowly. Probably in a few weekends I'll do just like a mass recording session because I should have... Like weekends by now are actually pretty nice because everyone is nice, but now that I'm done with school until fall, they're pretty open, especially since my work days are like Monday through Friday and I work like 8 to 2 now. So one weekend I'll just mass record and we should actually get a lot of crap done. Well, in retrospect, it'll go a lot nicer than when I just do 1 episode a day, which for some reason is the habit I picked up after Ocarina of Time. That is actually the weirdest thing to me. Ocarina of Time, I was good about mass recording. I mean, I did all of Ocarina of Time in like 3 record sessions. And then we came to Harvest Moon, and first season I could mass do. And then I started doing like 1 a day just because I got lazy. Oh gosh, that lag. My computer's gonna freak out again, isn't it? If you watched Persona 3 last night, well, I guess it got uploaded this morning. You know, there was some lag issues there just because my computer started to run something, I don't really know what. And it decided just to freak out Elgato. I will be honest. My first capture card was a Black Diamond HD. It had a lot of problems, like it would crap out, probably just because it was the first gen and it was notorious for crapping out, and had a few other issues, but for the most part it never lagged. The GUI for recording was very nice. Yeah, Black Diamond was actually fairly nice. It was simple to work with. I'm still sad it died. In truth, probably in about a year, once I actually start building up a subscriber base, I kind of want to start doing live streams. I can't do live streams with the Elgato that I use, so I might get a Black Diamond HD again, like a newer one that's not going to crap out. That way I also get like HDMI, and I can start live streaming like PS4, Vita TV. We can finally do Danganronpa. Oh gosh. Danganronpa is actually going to be one I deal with one of my friends. I know I talk a lot about having people come up on the channel, but most of the people I've been wanting to do with have been busy. Like, my cousin Pig lives clear up in Timbuktu land. Where's Theodore? Do we even have anything? Can we harvest? No, we can't. Okay. We're gonna ride the horsey. So... Pig lives like 100 miles north of where I do, so he doesn't really come down that often, and most of the time he comes down, we'll just end up playing some random niche crap that we can't record because we're lazy. Or Daikin, or Zach, currently is at college most of the time, and he only comes down like once a month, and he'll usually spend most of the time with his family, and he'll spend like 2 or 3 hours hanging out, and can't really get anything good going with that. 2 or 3 hours once a month. Unless we did like 30 or so 10-minute episodes, which I guess is what the Game Grumps do. But I should have some friends actually coming home soon off of their LDS missions. Some of them would be actually very interested in recording too. My friend in particular, I don't know what username he uses, so I'm gonna kind of axe it for now. Come on, frames per second. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. There's Theodore. We need to talk to him.
Yeah.
We need to befriend this guy. I like how if he tells us if we get lost just to go to bed. I don't know really what we were going on about though. Oh, that's right, that's how we got on that topic. Yeah, once we get the Vita TV open to us, that should open a lot of things. Most Harvest Moons I want to play are on 3DS, and I don't want to get a 3DS capture card yet. Because right now we only have 14 subscribers, and I don't see a point of blowing too much on like 14 subscribers. No comment. So once we get the Vita TV, well, not the Vita TV, as much as the streaming capture card, once we get there, it'll open up a lot of things like new Harvest Moon. It'll open up the Persona games. Well, Persona 4 Golden and... Ooh, Phantasy Star Nova's on that list too. So I'll tell you, when I first started up recording about, what, 25 minutes ago? At first I was having some technical difficulties that were funny, so I turned on the Elgato, and even though I have the Nintendo AVs going into the Elgato, it just showed a no signal. I was like, what in the name of crap? So I thought my AV cables had died, and I was like, oh shit, come on. So I start trying to just, like, I unplug and plug them back in, I'm like, what in the name of hell? I know they were just working. And then I figured out they were still in the N64. Yeah, I had the AV cables plugged into the Nintendo 64, not the GameCube. So that was my first little, I'm an idiot. My second is, I just load up the file without really paying attention. I start hearing the spring music, and for a second there I think, well, this doesn't seem right. This music doesn't seem appropriate, because I was still getting like my headset adjusted and grabbing the controller. I look over onto the computer screen, it's showing like spring second. I'm like, oh, I didn't save over my file, did I? I just got really, really freaked out for a second there until I realized I didn't even have the right memory card in. It's hard for me to tell from right where I am because I just have a bunch of the white 1012 memory cards. And I do have one dedicated for LP, so I just forgot I changed it out because I was actually playing something recently. I forget. That almost became an incident. Which I'm glad it didn't. So I guess we're gonna go drop off the horsey, and we're just gonna kind of look at the calendar and figure out what's coming up. There you go. And you go. At least you're smart enough to do that on your own. And with that happy note, we can head home. Ugh. It'll be nice to actually get back into this. Hopefully we go longer in 3 seasons before I get burned out. We have a harvest festival. I should see if we have to go donate anything for that. And do I have a pumpkin? I hope I do. I know I can go buy one. We have... Yeah, I'm gonna have to go buy a pumpkin. Okay. Do we have the saving note? I can't remember. Okay, let's see. First type, shipping. I don't know if I remember ground metal, sun, stationary. Wood cutter, cultivation, calling, buying, sharing, milking. Okay, we do have it. Okay. So, I guess next time we're just gonna kind of keep on doing what we're doing. Trying to get back into the swing of things after a while. I'm gonna say, because I swear there are a lot of times that when the Elgato stops recording for some reason, it likes to freeze my anything that's attached to it. It's frozen my PS3, it's frozen my GameCube, so I'm just gonna save just in case. I don't know why it does that either. My computer, just when it stops recording, will freeze the GameCube. Yeah, it even froze the Wii. It's like, what are you doing? That can't be good. I don't know why I'm talking still.